Hi guys, it is me again. How you guys doing today? Oh, I hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing good too. Thank you. I'm still enjoying my holiday. I feel like not going back to work, but I got to work. We are here for hustling. So guys, in my last video, I mentioned that I'll talk about resident permits. Okay, the difference between resident permits and visa. Visa is permission you get to move into a country from your country, from the country you want to go that is residing in your own country. Let me make it for example. You are a Nigerian or you are an Indian. You want to come to, for example, I always use Germany as an example. Or you want to go to Malta or you want to go to US to work or to study or to do or for visit. The first permission for you to move into that country that is not your country from or move from Africa or Asia to Western world like US, Germany, Europe is your visa. And that visa is being stamped on your international passport. Without your international passport, you cannot move to any country. Of course, we all know this, right? So international passport come first. And after your international passport, the next thing, once you start your visa application and it is being approved, they will now stamp a visa. A visa is just like a paper they stamped inside your international passport that will enable you to move from your own country, your home country, to the country you want to visit, to the country you want to study, to the country you want to work. With this visa, you can move from your home country airport to your destination country. You land there, you can use it to live you can leave your visa to live at least for 3 months, to walk around, to move to the country you are going to. For, I don't know, like I'm talking about Europe, for 3 months. Now, any visa, we have tourist visa, we have short-time visa and long-time visa, right? So, but they cannot give you, I think they can give you multiple visa, like US can give you multiple visa. I think Germany too can give you like 2 years visa, right? Now, any visa that is 3 months is called short-time visa. And that's usually for people that are coming for visiting. I don't know if you guys are following me. That's usually for visiting. For people that are coming for visiting, that is short-term visa. For 3 months, it must not be more than 3 months. You get? So now, anything that exceeds 3 months is called long-time visa. This one is called long-time visa. And then you require resident permit when it's more than 4 months. Of course, when it's more than 3 months, of course, you can decide I don't need resident permit. You can decide, right? Your visa you can use that visa and walk around into the city or the country because, of course, you have the permission, Now, if you're coming to study, know it automatically that your visa is long-term visa. But they cannot give you, for example, if you are going to study for 3 years, some country will not give you 3 years visa. They will give you 6 months. Some country will give you 1 year visa. Some country might give you 2 years visa. It depends. Now, what happens? Those people that, for example, you're coming to study or work, which you know that is going to be more than 1 and 3 months short-term visa. What happens when they give you, for example, you're coming to work for years and they just give you only 6 month visa? No, you don't need to panic. Everything is still in order. What happens? That 6 month visa, you use it to come. So you are not expected when you're coming into that country to do what? To go and apply for your resident permit. That's where resident permits come in. They cannot give you visa and give you resident permit at once. I think that works in some countries. Maybe if you are applying for, if you got your, if you get your PR, maybe this Canada that is offering PR from your country, they can give you visa and resident permit there. But I don't know how it was, or they will give you 5 years visa, and then when you come, they will give you the resident permit ID. And this resident permit ID is called identity card, your identification card. You can use it to move around. You don't need to carry your passport all the time. You just move around, So when you are coming for study, you automatically is a long-time visa. Is a long-time visa which when you come into that country, you apply for resident permit. Okay, and of course you cannot just apply for it like that. They will still ask you for your document, your study, they prove that you're coming here to study, they prove that you're coming here to work. That's how it works. But if you have a short-term visa with like 3 months, you don't really need to go for your resident permit. Your visa is enough for you. Okay, so this is what I want to explain so that people that do not know will know. If you're coming for study, just know it that immediately you moving into the country, you are going to apply for your resident permit. And of course, you submit your bank statement, you submit your work visa, your work document, your resident, now in Germany here we call it Anmeldung, which is your address. These are the things you require, and then your bank statement, your means of survival. You want to know, let them know that you will survive. You have enough money to take care of yourself until for some times you're not going to cause a nuisance for them, something like that. So this is what I want to explain. Most of us do not know. When you get your visa, it doesn't end there. When you come over, for the people that are saying that are coming for a long time stay, you then apply for your resident permit. And that your resident permit, they can decide to give you 3 years. If your study is 3 years, they can decide to give you 3 years resident permit. They can decide to give you 1 year, 2 years. They can decide to give you 6 months. But of course, if your document is okay, if you have block account that covers you for like 1 year, maybe you blocked your money for like 1 year, they can give you resident permit of 2 years or 3 years. Some can just give you, if your block account is for like 6 months, some can just give you like 1 year, or if that's 6 months. Just now I'm happy that at least in this video you know the difference between your visa and your resident permit, and the category of people, and the category of visa that requires resident permit, and the one that don't necessarily require resident permit. So these are the things. It's very, very important that you know this. So do not think that, okay, once I got my study visa, I come in, nothing. You know, when you come in, you now have to go to the immigration here too in the country, and then submit your resident permit application, which requires those documents you used to apply for your visa too. But now what will be there now that they will need your bank account. But if you have done block account already, that one is enough. But if you are doing it if maybe through sponsorship, you open an account in the country and then put the money and then print the bank payslip or bank statement. Now, these are the things that most of us do not know. Address is very important when you move into a country for you to be able to get your settled. You have to get an apartment. In Germany here, it's called Anmeldung, registration to show that you are living here. You have a place you are living. Of course, without Anmeldung bank, it will hinder you for a lot of things. So when you are applying for your application or for your visa application, make sure you start the process of you getting a place. Hotel will not solve. Hotel can help you for the first 1 month. They can accept that when you're applying for your visa application, they can accept that. But when you move in, if you want to apply for your resident permit, you need to show them that this is where I'm living permanently. This is where I'm going to live for the past 6 months, for the past 1 year, or to how long you want to stay. You need to provide that. That is very important, or else you won't get your resident permit. They will ask for your bank statement, your block account, your Anmeldung, your health insurance. Very, very important. Then for you to be able to get your resident permit. These are the key points they will ask. Of course, your visa, which they give you that you used to come in, they will ask for it. Then if you're coming for work, they will ask for your work contract. If you're coming for study, they will ask for your enrollment letter. Then this address I mentioned now, which in Germany they call Anmeldung, and of course international passport and a biometric passport. So these are the things they will ask for. So it's better you know those things so that you will not think, okay, I've gotten my visa, I'm relaxed. Because they need to get a place, they can be sending you email. Still, your school will be bothering you that they need your confirmed address in there. So you need to, once you enter, don't relax, do all those things at once so that you'll be free. Once you enter, go to school, identify yourself that you've arrived. Then if you've not gotten an apartment, of course you give the school the apartment of the hotel you are staying. If you are unable to get an apartment before coming in, but if you got your apartment, go to school, show them the apartment, then go for your resident permit. Okay guys, so that it is. I'll stop here. If you have any question, do not hesitate to ask me. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please, let's grow together. I have Also, I will explain some things about work visa and student visa, which one is better, which one is more beneficial, profitable. I will explain, and I will tell you some mistakes some student does here when they during their studies that affect them when during the period of their work visa. No, during the work permit, because after your studies, in for example in Germany, after your studies, they will give you 18 months to look for job in your field, in the field you studied. But some people make a lot of mistake, those that affect them during this period. I will talk about this. The same thing happen in other countries in Europe. We need to learn this. When you come here to study, focus with your study, finish with your studies. It will help you. Finish with your studies. Just focus with what brought you here. Don't deviate. If you deviate, make sure, if you are trying to leave what brought you here to another thing, make sure it's a tangible, a very good reason that will not affect the renewal of your resident permit or your visa. Okay, guys, we'll be taking it step by step. Okay, I wish you guys a lovely day. Take care of yourself. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.